Good morning. Hi Jonah, how are you? I have coffee. I have goldfish. I have chapstick. And I have a rainbow stress ball to stim to off camera. So that means with all these things I can stream. How's it going today for you? What was even going on last time? It was the pirate stuff, right? I'm still talking to the pirate lady, so yeah. The great ship Vilbrand. Hi Faye! Thank you for 14 months, that's over a year. I haven't seen you here in a long time. Now I need to tell you. Yeah. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. You haven't seen me here in a long time? Yeah, I guess it goes both ways, huh? And so, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. Leave it to us! That's what Alistair sounds like now. Leave it to us! We will open his ears to reason. She sounds like that now. No, she doesn't. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Faye has recently been going through Gorilla's discography. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagin swarmed at our holes in even greater numbers. Lemza entered into a covenant with the kobolds. History lesson. 2 men shall go the bounty of the sea, 2 kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. This is, like, late post-Shadowbringers, to the point where I think I might be able to finish the post-Shadowbringers stuff today. Maybe. Depending on how much the cutscenes are voice-acted versus me having to read them. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenaja, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed. The bloodshed to answer the bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and so on and so forth till everyone was dead. This is not history, you understand. It is the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered. Admiral, you speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting. But as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to meet in the first place. You're gonna listen to maybe 2 more of their albums today, maybe 3. D-side, okay, hold on. Gorilla's discography. Gorilla. So you got Gorillas, you got Demon Days, Plastic Beach. I forget about The Fall. The Fall is an album that exists between Plastic Beach and Humans, and I've honestly never listened to the whole thing. Then the Now, then Song Machine, then Cracker Island. Those are the only studio albums. If you're talking about D-sides, you're talking about compilation albums. Which, it does look like it has some original stuff on it, but it's mostly, I don't know. Go ahead, listen to it, why not? It looks like the D-sides is mostly stuff the first side is stuff you probably haven't heard before, the second side is mostly remixes. G-sides, D-sides, and the singles collections are compilation albums. I would give it lower priority than, Song Machine or Cracker Island if I were you. Am I allowed to say Cracker Island on Twitch? We must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them, and personally deliver the cargo along with their apologies. Bait. Bait. That's bait. They would welcome us into their midst not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Song Machine is good. Song Machine is underrated. I haven't listened to Laika, that's like an extra thing, I think. Laika Come Home. It says it's a remix album. It's remixes of the first album. Yeah, like it's an album that's a remix of the first album, it looks like. I need to look, let me look at Song Machine real quick. Song Machine, I really like The Valley of the Pagans, The Lost Chord, Ares, and Desolé on that one. Momentary Bliss is pretty good too. The Pink Phantom is the Elton John one I was talking about that just didn't work. Yeah, Song Machine is really underrated. I think it got less buzz because the entire album was released as singles before the album came out. Like, every song on it was a single. Meanwhile, a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Oh yeah, listen to The Cure too, they're pretty good. Precisely, he is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death at the Cobalt side would jeopardize our chance at peace. And there my venture flounders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Employ the what? The Conqueror's Chain? That sounds fucking awful. Though we would still have to weaken the kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life? Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. We shall employ the Torment Nexus. Boys don't cry. Yeah. Yeah, the cure. So, friends, what do you think of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. I therefore take a great deal of aether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. If boys don't cry, but I cry, what does that make me? I'm during which Alice would be defenseless, even should we all look to her protection. I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do, and had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. I'm gonna cure that, priest. And I'm all out of gum. I believe in you, LSA. I believe in you too, you and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It is settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there and on. Why am I dressed like a Bloodborne hunter? This was just like black mage outfit that I got in what is that fucking city in Ilbrand called? The like extravagant one. I keep wanting to say like glaucoma. Glucose. Eulmore. They're in Eulmore. It was a tome straight in Eulmore for good black mage armor. Doesn't even have a big hat. That's a big hat. Come on. You gotta keep in mind my guy is like 8 feet tall, so like a normal looking sized hat on him is a big hat. Like you could fit an entire Lalafell in that hat. Where am I going? Camp Overlook. That's certainly a memorable location I certainly remember how to get to and won't just teleport to. Doesn't even have one eye covered. I gotta be honest, the Final Fantasy XIV renditions of the classic Black Mage outfit, like, you know, face obscured, big yellow hat, like usually a blue cloak, I haven't liked them at all. I thought they looked pretty lame. I like this though. Like, I got them as part of the quest line for the class early on, and I just thought they didn't look good. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you to give me all the time I need. The thing I like about the Black Mage outfit is the simplicity of the design, and they like kind of over-designed it, in my opinion, which I get. I get what they're going for, but I don't know. I wish there was like an alternative, simpler version. Send me a picture of yours. Alphino wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you to give me all the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us and focus on your own task. Is it lost media? Indeed. Should you want for Aether, you need only say the word.
Gabu.
Gabu, did you follow us here?
There's something important I wish to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Let me come with you, please.
No sub? I'm sorry, but that's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? She takes really long strides. Apologies for the wait. It took time, but we've secured our audience. How's the audio levels, by the way? All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we're to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you are ready, let us proceed to Ugamaro Mines at once. Audio good. I feel like my sibilance is especially, like, bad today, but maybe I'm just being a hypochondriac about my voice. Sibilance. We are going into the... Where? There. Okay. Oh, Deathclaw, grasp me and take me. You don't have your BLM gland saved on your phone.
Check your lodestone. Check your lodestone, why don't ya?
That door still doesn't work. I would have thought they would have fixed it by now. Wait, I need to kill that thing. Synthetic Doblin has to die. Added to the hunting log, cool. Oh, look, another one.
Die!
You haven't played since October. I thought you picked it up for like a little bit to get back into it and then, didn't. Or was it like you were going to and then didn't? Okay, that is a pretty big hat, I will say. That's a pretty big hat. Can I drag and drop into OBS? Is that how that works? Cool. What is this other message I got? You mustn't. Dylan messaged me saying he can't leave his couch, and then a photo of a cat on him. Okay. Wait. Wait, hold on. Why is the game frozen? The game is not responding. Wait. Gravy! I think the game just crashed on me. Am I tabbed in? I'm tabbed in. I think I have to restart it. Yeah, there it went. Okay, 1 second. That was weird. It's never done that before. It was like flashing negative colors. Okay, the launcher. Password, type in. Login. I wonder where it's gonna put me. No, it wasn't. It was not showing up in the OBS preview. It was just on my monitor. And the audio like kept going fine too. Squeenix. They finally fixed it so that the title screen matches the expansion I'm playing. They did it like within the past 2 times I played. Players in queue. I forgot to go invisible on Steam. I'm invisible now. You're gonna go see if roomies are awake so we can discuss moving plans. Yeah, good luck with that. Thank you. Bye, hope to see you again. The Aetheryte will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan, as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hells will break loose. And we will have an army of kobolds to entertain till Alice's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them, and let Einzar do the rest. Einzar. It is time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond the squall. This guy with his parents? It's been months. Are they still there?
Greetings, Patriarch.
Patriarch?
I am Merlwyd Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Father?
Aye, just as we thought.
Yoink. I don't understand what this chain is exactly, but sure, I guess it does something.
Quickly! You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
The pig being this critical to the plot has been hilarious the entire time. Duty commenced. Protect Alice. The girl seeks to harm the patriarch with vile magics. Kill her.
We must protect Alice!
You're in my sights.
I won't risk it. I don't remember which one's one of the radius. Yoink. Go, Angelo.
What sorcery is this?
His temper is too severe. The pig can't finish the job alone. Alright, girl, I'll give your eighth over.
Oh, just what we need.
What is that reading?
You're not alone.
Oh, I'm stupid. I understand what that was supposed to be. She sounds like Janeway.
Here you are, Alize.
Bombs.
More! I need more ether! Just a little more!
Oh boy. Yeah, there's too many. I don't know what I can do here. Stand clear. Oh! Well, now he's totally just gone, right? Pig again. Try the pig.
The pain, the pain.
I have to do it too, huh? Am I blind? Where is she? Oh, Channel Aether. Oh no!
You're finished.
Admiral? Lenisa, Will of Peace. Oh no, is she gonna do the thing? Oh, she's got like a little snippet of health left, she'll be fine. A little more aether. In event. Do the thing, LSA.
Yes, this will do. Here I go.
Pig.
Go, Angela!
Did it work?
Oh, it worked. He's a good gobby now.
What?
What is the meaning of this?
He just sounds like a guy.
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No! Why would I do such a thing?
Dies from grief.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gaboo.
Gaboo! What are you doing here?
Gaboo Mafu.
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either.
Mm-hmm.
There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
I think he's past that now. He was brainwashed. You don't need to, like, tell him. You know what? Let the kid say his thing.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For
No
many
more
long
summoning.
years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us.
Sinful, evil, wrong.
Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsans, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it.
Well-la-dee-da.
Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it.
The Navigator.
There will be no more man and beastman. Just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Lady Timass, Kobold.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole. I fought. I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to.
This is your gun now.
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Whoa.
Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
Holy shit. He's not gonna do it. Draw. Shoot straight up. The entire cavern caves in.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
What Gabu does.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful.
Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Monkey sounds.
'Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Can I keep the gun? Can I have one of those? Twould seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest, but reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true, so instead I will say thank you for helping us plot a new course, not only for Limsa, but all of Eorzea.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
To the floating city? That's really far away, why don't you just report?
What in the world is that?
Oh, I thought they meant Asla.
A tower?
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
There's one in each territory.
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will... Look for Commander
Sorry to
Hex
cut you
when
off,
you
Admiral.
arrive in Alamigo. And may the Navigator speed you on your way.
The Navigator. I want to eat something. Silky pudding will do. Some cabbages for my chocobo. Please. Lise.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger preserved!
Oh, what?
It can't be.
Huh?
The palace! After them!
I think that's like an underreaction. Oh.
You're here, good.
Is it Asahi?
Well, well, well!
Oh, Fan
to be
Daniel.
received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that... Asahi?
Right, it's same guy, right? Yeah.
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
She wagged her finger really hard.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before.
The Fan Daniel, formerly known as Asahi. His outfit's kind of similar to mine.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fan Daniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Oh, what are the towers for?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days.
Not again.
To which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
5G bands.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right! Though I would
Oh my
expect
God.
no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues.
He gesticulates with the best of them.
Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Convocation Asians were like old world good, bring back old world. This guy's like new world bad, make new world.
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such
Wretched.
meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering! I'm different, you see. From the ancients who
I'm not
clung
like the
to
other
dear life,
Asians.
and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe.
I can't be reasoned with is not normally something the villain says.
I just want
At
to
least out
destroy the
loud.
world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be
The
your
what?
performers, and this very star our stage.
That's the new batch of crazy Asians, isn't it? Telophoroi. I was kind of hoping he'd shoot it from his, like, spiky chest. RTX off.
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him...
Yeah, frames. I noticed for a second.
My trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar
Are we good again?
will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Lunar Bahamut. Galarian Bahamut. Alolan Ifrit. Paldean Shiva.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
It's whenever it does the wide shot. It's okay. It's okay. The new GPU comes tomorrow. And you know, I'll install it and it'll totally break my computer for a week. As these things do. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, but not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. And from what Merrill tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. AKA the patch is done. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. Speak with Kryl at the Rising Stones. Frames are good now. Frames are good now. Well, they're fine. 59.02 out of 60 frames per second. What is 0.02 of a frame? I thought they were more discreet than that. Lunarian Bahamut. Didn't Bahamut already live in the moon? You're back too, good. We've received the reports from the Alliance. Since we're all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to a first-hand account. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for all the endless variety in our foes, this Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Averages be like, I hate averages. Give me the mean, not the average. No divisions allowed. Unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days and that the towers will somehow facilitate this. 0.13 of a frame. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature did resemble the descriptions I've seen of the Primal Elder. A little smaller, though. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel may suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable it's some kind of simulacrum born of Asian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of you, Y'shtola? I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the Orcsies to her grace, along with my detailed instructions for their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The Immortal Flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Al-Majah, when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Al-Majah claimed that a number of their kind had been abducted and that men are responsible. Not as known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. They've been sighted as far afield as Yanxia. Then it would seem reasonable to assume they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little now, save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian! Estinian? Just a moment. If you could be persuaded to lend us his lands, I would be the first to welcome it, but the truth is, we will struggle to even find him. You let me and Kryle worry about that. We'll snuff him out. Sniff him out? We won't be snuffing him out, we'll sniff him out no matter where he's hiding. If he is hiding, we have ways of locating him. If there are no objections, we shall depart at once. He, has been sitting at the bar this whole time. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Porxies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead. I like how Graha has a wide stance. Well, my friend, one moment of triumph did not last long. Our moment of triumph did not last long. Are you not enjoying our adventure? Come now, I didn't say that. While it may not be the most carefree experience, there's nothing in the world I'd rather do than write a new future with you. A long future, mind. Whatever the Telephorai might hope will stop them. Future is rewritten. When you don't don't get the well-fed experience bonus at the end of the quest because the cutscene was 30 minutes long.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
Zombie?
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Zombie. Glory be. The towers are turning everyone into zombies.
Glory be to Garibald!
Cliffhanging there as if there's any chance that guy just killed Lise and wasn't held down by 15 surly Oompa Loompas. Admiring the shaft.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess, I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
What's wrong with this guy?
Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency.
He got through a whole text box without moving like a mime.
For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
But is this shaft not good enough? Apparently not. BRB.